Hi, today we're going to do a little science experiment. Kids, if you need any of these materials, please make sure to ask your parents before you get them. Alright, thanks for watching. I'm just going to pause and switch my camera over so we can see what we're doing today. Alright, so today we have a couple of eggs, some white vinegar, and we've got a bowl. What we're going to be trying to do is to remove the shell from the egg without them being cooked and with keeping the membrane still intact. So we're going to put them in the bowl. You want a little bit of space between them just so that the vinegar can get to all sides of it nicely. And you just want to make sure there's enough to cover them. Cover the eggs. We're going to take a closer look. Now, not a lot's going on, but there are some bubbles. Now, I used brown eggs, but white eggs would work as well. And basically, what we're doing is the acid from the vinegar, there's about 5% acid, is working at eating the calcium that's on the eggshell. Now this takes a while. As you see, the bubbles are really little. So we're going to come back in a few hours and see how they're doing. Alright, so it's about 2 hours later and we're going to see where we're at. So a lot of the brown is actually coming off, but it is still a hard egg. So we're going to let it get back in there and continue on. You can even see this brown is just peeling off right in my hand. And yeah, we'll let it keep doing its thing. This is about 11 hours into the experiment. The brown has entirely come off and there is a bit of foamy slime covering the eggs as it's still continuing to eat the calcium on the shell. It's going to keep working overnight and we'll see how it is in the morning. Alright, so we're now 24 hours into our experiment here. So you can see there's still the bubbles, they're still working on it. And you can't see it, but it is no longer hard. It's starting to get very squishy. At least this one is. So I can put a little pressure on it and squeeze it. This one is still got a little bit more to go, but again, I can squeeze it. And pretty much all of that shell is off. We're going to give it a couple more hours and try to get the last bits of it off so we can actually see inside. Okay, so here we are about 2.5 days in, and you can start to see the yolk peeking through. There's still a little bit of chalkiness from the shell itself, but this is basically what you're going to end up with. To make this go a little faster, you can change out the vinegar from day to day, and that'll just help speed the chemical reaction. Like I said earlier, these are starting to be very squishy, which is interesting because now they bounce. Of course, always bounce someplace where the mess can be contained. If they break, you don't want to have to clean up too much. And that is a good thing that you can try. See how high you can drop it and it still bounce rather than bust. Another thing that you can do with these that I won't be able to do here today is you can, especially if you did 2, you can take one of them and keep that one in water or vinegar, and then put the other one in corn syrup. And that'll be an interesting reaction itself. And if you do that, please post a picture of what your experiment comes out with. But yeah, here is our egg without a shell. We actually have 2 of them. Now, do not eat these in any circumstances. This is not a safe way to handle eggs for eating purposes. Even if you were to cook them, they've been out for multiple days at room temperature without shells, so not exactly healthy for you. We don't want you to get sick. All right. I hope you had fun watching this experiment, and if you did it yourself, I hope you share your results. Thanks. Bye.